In my classes, I offer you the opportunity to track everything that you do. And I'm going to show you an example of how you can do that. Let's go to content. And I know that if I go to content, it's going to bring me back to the last place I was in the last session I had. So I got distracted earlier today, and I was working here in Chapter 3. And as I scroll down, I see that I looked at some things, but I didn't look at some other things. And I see that I completed this cooking experiment research, but I have a feeling I may not have. I'm not sure. But what also is reflected up here is that there's 9 topics in this module, and this bar right here, the progress bar, notes how much of it I've actually looked at. And of course, if I click on that I've looked at that, very satisfyingly, the progress bar updates. So I offer you this opportunity to use the tracking, that you've looked at something, but also that you've completed something. Now here's the problem. Here's the problem. Completion of the item is completely on you. It's not coupled here. So if I go and hand in the cooking experiment research, I still have to come back here and check the box. It's like a double check. It's you confirming, yes, I did that. So I want you to see something. Let's say I'm just going through Module 3 again, and I'm like, yeah, I think I did the mind map, and I put a check mark there. And if I allow this to update, and we'll go to another module and come back real quick. If I scroll down, you'll see that the mind map is no longer overdue. And that's because I checked the box, not because I handed it in. Remember, checking the box is a double check. I also want to warn you this. In the calendar, it will say to you that things are overdue if you haven't come over here and checked the box. So if you want to use the Brightspace calendar, you have to couple your activity with this double check activity, which again, it's really a good thing to have the responsibility to double check things. And of course, if you're not sure you handed something in, it says right here that this Graving 2 is a quiz. I should just click on this and see if my attempt has been started, if it's in progress, or if it's something I missed completely. The other thing that you can use, but I can't show you because I'm not an official student, I just have a preview. The other thing that you can use is class progress. It also tracks all of the content. It will tell you if you have submitted something, if it's been graded, if your instructor left feedback. So I encourage you to explore class progress. One last thing before you go. If you are looking at a specific item in a module and something reminds you of something you saw in a past module and you're like, how do I get there real quick? You could use these right here that are called breadcrumbs and kind of back out to the table of contents. But Brightspace also has this surprisingly useful little expand side panel right here. And what this allows you to do very easily is navigate through the other modules. And if I click on any one of these things, it will take me to it. But also look that this allows me to see my double check marks, right? It allows me to very quickly see that I went through Chapter 2. Yes, I've looked at everything. Did I go, oh, geez, look, I didn't look at all the stuff in Chapter 1. So this little side panel right here is very helpful.